Hello, my name is Michael Raj, and I'm so happy to be presenting this video, which I'm very sure it will help you so much only when you watch it to the end. I remember years ago when I was in children church, and I was so excited at children church, very young man who is so eager for God. I used to see our teachers, how they would come and teach us, and every time they teach, I feel so excited, and I ask myself, will I ever one day be like them, standing in front of children, doing something great for the children? Because I was too fast in my speaking. And every time I would say something, people would ask me to say it again because they would miss what I've said. But surprisingly, years later on, I became the person I wanted to be, teaching at children church. People say it's very hard dealing with children. It's true, it's a little bit hard, only when you don't know few things in children church. Dealing with children mainly, not only in children church, but dealing with children all over the world, at school, everywhere. When you want to deal with children, you want to teach children. If you want to be interesting, first you need to get to know a few things, which we call the tip. Tip one, I would say, we have the concentration spans of children. Dealing with children, you need to first know what ages are you dealing with. If you're dealing with children of ages 2, you need to know that children of ages 2 have few concentration span. It will be like they have like 4 to 6 approximately. So when you want to teach them, make sure that everything you're teaching is within that period, within 4 minutes to 6 minutes. Anything beyond that, they will lose it all. So children of ages 4, you need to take like 6 to 12 minutes. Anything beyond 6 to 12 minutes, they will not get it. And children of ages 6 will take like 12 to 18 minutes. So when you want to deal with children, you need to first know what ages you want to get involved with. That will help you so much. And then the second thing, when you're dealing with kids, it's the same thing as dealing with adults, actually. We have what we call the wait time. When you're speaking, when you say something to children, you first give them time for them to analyze what you just said. Just the same thing you do with adults. We have children who are slow learners and those who are fast learners. Doing this also help the young learners to get the exact thing you want the fast learners to learn. So you're helping both fast and slow learners in the same way, together, same day. And that thing helps so much. And actually, they also get excited. They feel like, this teacher is also thinking about me. They're also caring about me. That thing is very good. Also, we have what we call the modeling. What we mean by modeling is, it's like you do as I do. It helps so much with children. First, we have in 3 phrases. We have the first phrase is the I do phrase. The second is the we do phrase, and the third is the you do phrase. So the I do is you show them, let them watch you doing it. How do you solve this math? You solve it for them. You solve it with them. How do we paint? You paint and they will see you paint it. If you want to do something, first do it for them. That's what you call the you do. And then the we do, you do it together with the children. Let's say painting. You give them also paintbrush. You ask to pick yours, you paint. You paint the same picture with them. Ask to show them. I tell them, paint here red as I paint here white. This is how I'm going to all my paint. You all your paint like this. You paint together with them. Now that thing also helps them. First, actually, you're creating a relationship between you and the child. And secondly, you're gaining their trust, which is something very good. When you have a trust of a child, you have to have their whole brain. You can control them and you can teach them very well. And then the you do phrase, you give them the assignment, tell them to go home and go and do this, or you give them time. You do this as I go for break. We come back and I see just something. Let them do it themselves, or you do as you're watching them do it. So that's the you do the phrase, and that will help. In the modeling stage, it's mainly done with acting. You have to act it out. If it's done like this, act it out. If it's done like this, show them. If it's time for playing, go and play with them. Play on mat just like them. That thing is the trust gaining thing. It's help. The phrase of this tip. The modern tip is for gaining trust mainly, gaining their trust. And then we have what we call the open-ended statement or open-ended question. You give them the open-ended question. Ask them, why do you think we are painting cows like this? Or why do you think Jesus came to earth? Why do you think we eat food? Every time you ask a child a statement, this question that require them to answer with long statements, it's actually one thing it does. It open up their brain. Everything. Let's say if a child answers a question by themselves or they think of it by themselves, it actually remain on their brain. You have to just correct them. So when you ask them, actually agree on the answer. Let them answer anything that they will agree on the answers. They will ask you answer. The answer might not be correct, but just agree on them. Let it be so. Let them just give them the time to think very fast. Like to think, to give you a long statement, that thing help. And then the statement, ask them, tell me more about the story. Tell me more about your birthday party. Tell me more about your mom at home. Those open-ended statements actually give the child opportunity to answer. To tell you'll get to know a child if you give them those kind of statement. You get to know what they may end up telling you what they've eaten from home, who their best friend are, because they are thinking and they want you to get everything. You're giving them the chance, the opportunity, and they will tell you all they want to tell you. So if you have these steps, first get to know the ages you want to deal with. Secondly, teach them like you're dealing with that dog. They give you the open-ended question, wait time, the modeling. If you follow all these steps, I'm very sure you're going to get somewhere very far with children, and you'll be very proud of yourself. And I hope you just have to go and do the same thing. Thank you so much for watching.